Soon after Central Co. branched out into airships, the lab was left in the hands of Marcus, the son. It ran well for months, until mobs began to appear. When that happened, the lab was brought into a war that lasted for some time, until they were forced to abandon the lab, until one day, the lab, and all the surrounding areas, disappeared. Soon after that, the boundaries between dimensions began to weaken, and travel between dimensions was made possible. As Skyship Command, the EX-11 Intrepid was modified and dispatched on the dangerous journey to visit the old lab and restore it to its former glory. How's it going, everyone? This is Central Cast, and welcome to Laboratory Rebirth. This is a series where we've returned to the lab. So, I had that little intro cinematic thing that kind of explained what the series is. So I'm just going to get right into this. We are in the Class B exploration vessel, the EX-11 Intrepid. So, we're going to go check out the lab, seeing how the land or the dimensions seem to be merging, and we are able to travel through using these specially modified vessels. Okay, this is going off to a great start. I suppose I was kind of asking for it when I jumped onto there, but anyway, I hope you're having a fantastic day. Tell me how your day's going in the comments below. So, if you never saw the lab series, it was what this channel started with. Let's go ahead and assemble. Mount. Alright. So, the lab is out that way. The village is out that way. So, we're going to go straight towards the lab. If you didn't see back there, we have 8 engines on this thing. It's one of the advanced vessels. Built for deep exploration. Let me just turn on. There we go. There's where the lab is. Now we're going to have to see if there's a place for us to land this ship. Here it is. I like to kind of approach from the front. So I think... Hang on. Let me just check out the map. Okay, we're going to head north. No, that's too far away. As we can go from here, and then we can just go around like here. So, let's head towards the river, because that seems like our best bet for finding a place. You know, I guess we don't really need it to be in water right now. We can just build up to it. There's a lot of mobs, but luckily we've got plenty. Oh. Oh, never mind. Whoa, whoa, no. No, I did not mean to do that. Is it coming down? This is off to a great start. Okay, let's go ahead and fly up there. And let's land this. Oh. Nope. I'm trying to remember the control. Was it Z? Yes. Z. Okay, so we've landed the ship. Now let's go a little bit farther towards the bank. Was it B? Nope. I don't remember any of the controls with this vessel. But there we go. Now let's go ahead and... Oh, no. What? Okay. I have no idea what happened there. But we're going to fix this. This is off to a great start. What is this? Oak? Okay, let's go ahead and now let's go into survival again. Let's get our armor out of here. We brought plenty of gear with us. Central Co. made sure we were prepared for this. We've got plenty of technology with us. Problem is, we're going to have to go into the lab. We're going to have to rebuild parts of it because it decayed over the years. Keep in mind the differences in times like with each dimension. That building was abandoned for centuries on this area. We'll bring the jetpack. We're not going to use it yet, though, probably. Mining laser, chainsaw. We'll leave these here for now. We're just going to bring this, and do we have a long-range weapon? No, we don't. But we've got plenty of fuel for each of these engines. So this ship, if we do end up using it at times, it's going to have plenty of fuel. We made sure to get plenty of lava from the nearby pits at the base. And look at it. There are a lot of mobs nearby. And recent intel says that there was a witch that moved in last night. Or about afternoon. Well, that was the intel before the dimensions merged, so who knows how long she's been in there. But we need to go in and check it out. Oh, this is the old church where the marriage was. She may be alive. We'll have to be sure. Have to be sure to search. What is? Some skeletons. That must have been from the war that happened when they were fighting over this. They must have been the soldiers that had fallen. Okay, we're gonna go after these guys with the nano saber. That made quick. I got rid of them pretty quickly. The nano saber is powerful. This was the storage shed. Okay. Are there any more scorpions around? I don't see any. Some of these might have been from the original war. Okay. We're gonna go in the front gates. All these doors are all rotten. Look at how decayed it is. It looks like something smashed through the ceiling. There's more soldiers in here. This looks untouched. All the old gear is still here. We're gonna close that off for now. Let's check out the bedroom. Oh, look. There's another body. Was this her? A wife? Was that her? Bed? It looks like something. This doesn't look like normal decay over here. It looks like something like tried to smash in. Maybe an ogre? Or maybe. Oh. What happened here? What happened in that place between dimensions and our nano saber? How's it doing? 158 out of 60. It's not too bad. It could be better though. We're gonna go in. It looks like this area might have decayed, but it was rebuilt. Some hellhounds, a crystal ball. There was definitely a witch here. What's all this? It looks like a worshipping altar of some sort. It looks like it was decayed, but this room was rebuilt by. I think it was probably the witch, but it was rebuilt with some of this wood, patched up slightly. I say rebuilt, but you couldn't really call this building rebuilding. Oh, this is the witch's things. There was vampires. Some what are these brews? Sleeping, endless water, grotesque, depth, candelabras, witch's brews. This must have been her. Ooh, what is this? What's this? That could be useful. How much damage does it do? 7? Okay, we want to use our nano saber sparingly, considering we don't have that much fuel. It's getting to be night. We're gonna have to sleep. This is not a very good place to be, though. This isn't very secure. We're gonna have to do a lot of rebuilding. We're gonna have to go back to the ship and get some more supplies. Let's go ahead and... it looks like there was like a journal or something. What even is this? A worship... In all the world I cannot see one that is more fair than thee. Furthermore, other than thee, no others has stood before me. What was that? We need to... Can I... There we go. I'm gonna take that down. I'm gonna take down all of this. There's something wrong here. Perhaps... Oh man. Chances are low, but what if some sort of magic, like, ritual happened here? And that's why the dimensions started... Maybe that's why this disappeared and went to another dimension. Maybe that's why the dimensions are merging. Some sort of magic, maybe. Could that be? Maybe this was the witch, or maybe a victim? An unfortunate victim? There's hellhounds over here. But dead of hellhounds, some garlic. I mean, there was some vampire stuff over here. What? Is this like a journal? That's what it looks like. Enchanted broom. Is that like... I think that might have been a like, broomstick of some sort. Like a flying broomstick. Perhaps I should like check it out. Kind of test it. I'm nervous about using any of this stuff though. The cane sword, not really. Just like some of this stuff has magic, and if my theory is correct, then I could accidentally bring myself into another dimension. So I think I should just avoid that stuff for now. Okay. Let's go ahead and check this out. Day 1. Yeah. Seems like they weren't here that long. Day 1, but there's not a day 2 or anything. Which means maybe what happened here happened like soon after. Whatever happened, like maybe that mirror of some sort and the rest of this stuff for the ritual. What is this? It's like a chalice of some sort. What even is this stuff? It's like redstone torches, but I don't know. I'm going to avoid that. And these statues, what are the... What? You are unworthy? What? Mining fatigue. What happened? Okay. I'm going to ignore that. We need to take down all of this stuff. It's dangerous. I don't know what it is, but we're going to go ahead and read this. This building seems to have been abandoned for decades. I wonder why anyone would have abandoned it. These are excellent grounds, but there seems to be a disturbance to the south. South? What's south? The Alpha site was south. Could it be that the Alpha... Could something have happened at the Alpha site too? I'll check out the old sites, but I'll have to do that later. First, my first priority is repairing the lab. I haven't seen it, but I can certainly feel it. There seems to be a lot of mobs around, but they are no match for my magic, that's for sure. I was right, there was magic. This looks like a witch's den. There is a village not far away. Perhaps I should check it out. Should I go to the village and warn? No. They have plenty of guards, and their technology's probably progressed quite a bit since I've left. So I'm not too worried about the villagers. But I do think, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get my gear. I'm going to get some of my gear. Oh, I've got mining fatigue. These particles are irritating, but anyway, let's go ahead and go back. What could have happened here? I never heard of anything happening like this. I mean, we shouldn't be able to switch from dimension to dimension using basic technology like this. Central Code is nowhere near as advanced as that. This shouldn't... These engines, like the 2 engines and the main array at the top, that shouldn't be able to switch us from dimension to dimension. What is that? How can I get to the ship? I can't get to it. I landed too high up. I think we're gonna have to... Hang on, let's go ahead and... Never mind, I guess we can go back to the lab. See if there's any gear that was left there from when it was abandoned. I'm sure, like, everything was left there. It was just... there. Surely there'll be something there that I can use. If nothing else, just like some basic tool or something. I don't want to risk jumping to that ladder. The mining fatigue is worn off. That's a good sign. Considering that was magic and it could have been a lot worse. Okay, let's... No, I'm not gonna go in there. Here's where the storage was. So, is there any ladders? Some rails? Those don't really help me. There has to be something here. Okay, here, 9 ladders. Left over from the old construction, I think, most likely. We need to... I'm not sure if we should stay around here, if we should try to pan out to make sure there's not... Or fan out, make sure there's not anything hostile in the area. I mean, that damage looks to have been caused by ogres. I mean, there could be some around. Like, maybe a cave? Were there any caves near here? Other than, like, the ravine? This has got to be one of the riskiest things that I've ever done. Okay, let's go ahead and climb up here. Okay. Get up here. Okay, there we go. We're on board. Let's look at the gear. We've got a mining laser, a diamond drill, chainsaw, and a diamond saw, so we can get like half blocks and stuff. What do we need? Chainsaw. We don't need the electric hoe for now. We've got the yellorium, and we got stuff for a reactor, which is good. We're gonna need to get those reactors set up. We've got some sawmills, which is good, so we can do that for some lumber. Actually, we'll bring this with us. We can get these solar panels set up. We'll get some wiring. I don't want to set up the reactors just yet. We need to... I have a diamond drill and iridium drill. We'll just bring the diamond drill with us now. I think what we should do is we should try to cut down... Hang on, let's go ahead and set up these solar panels. We'll set them up on top of the building, and then we'll kind of... we don't have any... Okay, we're just gonna have to have it directly go... Or we'll have to have a direct current into the sawmills, because we don't have anything to store the energy. We've got nothing to store the excess energy, and I think we're just gonna have to go directly into it. Is there... Based on the old schematics, I think there used to be a ladder up to the roof. But this part of the building was destroyed, so I'm thinking we're just gonna have to... Yeah, oh, here's one of the other... There's the old ladder. So I don't necessarily want to have it by the glass, though. No, I'm not gonna risk it. I'm gonna go ahead and set it up here. Hang on, let me just put that down. Okay. We certainly have no shortage of sawmills. How many do we need? 2? That's probably good. And for solar panels, I think I'm gonna line them up like this, maybe? Like here, like every other... I won't have it there because that's where the ladder is, but hang on. Or actually... I guess we could have one there. Because we're gonna need as much... We're gonna need to, like, max out as much... Okay. Okay, those are all interconnected there. So I believe we can just have this go like this. Are these getting power fed into... Are these being fed power? Okay, there... It's getting some power there. Yeah, both of these are getting power, so that's good. We can have... We'll just leave those for now. We're gonna go ahead and get some wood. Are there any, like, oak trees around? There's some over here. Let's just go over here in this area. You know what? We're gonna have to do that later. But anyway, that is all for this time. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to like and comment, tell me to Jeff. Also, be sure to share and subscribe for the uploads. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.